Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 35.
All right. What's up with all these backup plans?
I've been told by my friends that I should have them, but I don't have the time or the energy to entertain multiple men. So I don't
Okay. You've been told by
understand the
your
concept.
you've been told by your female friends?
Yeah, my older ones, my younger ones. I'm like, it's not my lifestyle, and I don't believe in having backups. So
Are you involved in a relationship right now?
nope, I'm single.
You have any kids?
No kids.
Is that a dog?
Maybe outside.
Oh, okay. So why were your friends trying to tell you to get a backup plan?
um, Maybe because the previous relationship or guy that I had been dealing with, it wasn't going the way that I wanted it to. So they just said,
Hmm.
"Well, go explore other options."
Okay.
And I mean, for me,
So,
I wanted to work that situation out.
mhm.
So I'm like, I'm not about to jump ship. I found a great guy. I want to see if this could go somewhere. If it can't, then we move on to the next. Not having a
When was
bunch.
your when
Yeah.
was your last relationship?
um, Relationship defined as we are monogamous. It's been some years. I've had plenty of situationships.
How many years?
Um, I can't even tell you. I don't even remember.
Do you want to get married?
I do want to get married. Yes.
'Cause that's a problem though.
Yeah, I need to be intentional about dating. I.
Well, it's a problem because if somebody's going to interview you,
Mhm.
you can't answer questions. How long your relationship is, last relationship, that's a red flag.
True. True. I totally get that and understand.
So, yeah, they're dogs.
Yeah, they're outside, not in
Okay.
my house. I don't have
All
any.
right. All right. All right. She live in the PJs. Shout out to the PJs.
I don't live in the PJs.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but you
No, no,
calling it
seriously, seriously,
outside.
seriously though. Okay. Your last relationship,
Yes.
you're 35. Was
Yes.
it 10 years ago?
I'd say about a year ago.
You, well, y'all were monogamous, committed.
Yes.
How long did it last?
It lasted about 6 months.
If you had, when was the last time you had a relationship over 2 years?
I have not.
Then how are you planning on being married?
I'm trying to figure that out. I mean, I have some work that I need to do on myself. Um,
Okay.
and I plan on seeking that. Um, and I'm not going to go into a relationship or pursue that if I don't feel like I'm in that space to give you the best of me. So
You know what I feel like right now? I'm just hearing words.
that's
I like to
completely
hear
fine.
a woman make a lot of sense.
I
Because what
understand.
I'm hearing is I'm listening just to the structure. I can't tell you when the last time I was in a relationship, which implies years and years ago, and then you said it was just last year. Okay. Those two things don't line up. How long were you together? 6 months. That's short. When was the last time you had a relationship over 2 years? In 35 years? Never. Then where are the relational muscles? And then you say, well, I want to get married, but I'm not doing any work. You're running out of time.
Oh no, I said I was doing work. I'm working on it.
You're in therapy right now.
No, it's not in my budget, but I just moved and I have a lot that's going on, so it's definitely in the next
Okay.
month is
So I
my
need you to
next.
understand. There is a clock on
Yes.
women for relationships. How much time do you think the average 35-year-old woman has?
Oh no, I know I'm running out of time.
Do you want children?
I do.
Uh, then you're certainly running out of time.
I'm aware. I'm
So
aware.
budget or not, see how that works?
No. I
See,
look. I completely I understand what you're saying, where you're coming from.
the thing is, you kind of remind me of a woman I just had a conversation with, and she's 35 years old too. And so many women you say the right things, but you give the impression that you'll be the exception to the rule. Like I get it, but I'm running out of time. But the way you talk about it, or you live in your life, or what you're doing, implies that I'll be the exception. At 35, and no relational skills. And most OBGYNs don't recommend carrying a child past age 42.
Yes, I'm aware.
So, all right. So all this stuff is coming together. You saying my budget and this and that. All right.
I
How's it
agree
going to
with
ever? How's it going to get? Because here's the thing: if it doesn't get fixed, are you
you. I'm
prepared
single.
to? Are you prepared to live the rest of your life alone?
I am.
Okay. I
I'm,
mean,
I'm, I'm, I'm a realist. I get it.
okay.
I get that I'm 35. I don't look it, but at the end of the day,
Well, I would
it
say
may not
that.
be in the cards for me.
Well, I don't think it's not in the cards. I'm just. I mean, you got how many
I don't
jobs do
have
you
the
have?
best track record. No.
How many jobs do you have?
How many jobs do I have?
Mm-hmm.
I have 3, and I'm about to start a full-time job.
Are you an actress or something?
No, I model. I'm a women's wear designer, and I've been working. I'm about to manage a pop-up.
Okay. Um, all right. So I gotta be still. It's you got to invest in what's important. You got to
Yes.
do what's important first.
Yes.
So modeling
I took
this,
care of
that's
me
and
first.
so forth, because the you can be an attractive woman, but if your relational skills don't work, you won't be there.
No,
So it's
definitely
like if
understand.
so I hear this too often. This is why when I say the kind of women that high value men tend to avoid: attorneys, physicians, psychiatrists, nurses, creatives, massage therapists, stylists, nail technicians, all have a lot of the same things in common. Making a man in your present pay for the mistakes of your past equals no future.
That's true.
So let me flip the script. So
Hmm.
if a man had issues from a previous relationship, it would be okay for half the men to take that out on on their current girlfriend.
No, I don't believe in that. That's why I
Okay.
said when I did it, it was more out of despite,
Okay.
like out of, anger, more or less.
Uh, have you got that addressed now?
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
I'm single, so I don't have to
okay.
worry about that.
Okay. Do you ever want to be in a relationship again though?
Yes, I do. I
You want to
do
be
want to
married?
get married. Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
So what have you done to address the situation?
Just a lot of communication. Um,
With who?
well, with a guy that I'm currently like talking to, but you know, it's
No.
just we're
You
just
said
friends.
okay. So this is where it kind of starts to go off the rails.
Okay.
You said you're single,
Yeah.
but then there's a guy you're kind of talking to.
Hmm.
Modern women have so many different damn ways to define a relationship. I need to stop that. Number one.
Hmm.
But number two, you have not done any work.
I had to work on myself for the better. So I had to work on myself to understand like, hey, it's not my problem that this person don't want to be with me. It's time to leave. So I had to understand that when someone doesn't really want to be in
How
a
do you do the work on yourself?
um just not being in a relationship, working on myself by
Okay.
understanding what am I doing
But
wrong
how
in
okay.
order to
You were in a relationship.
hmm
You needed and you had a backup plan. You're out of the relationship. How do you do the work?
Oh, you're saying that if I would have just stayed in it and
No,
try to
I'm
work it
saying you're
out
out of the. What I'm saying is you're not. I'm trying to understand what you classify as work. You said I got to work on myself. How?
by understanding what are you doing wrong in the relationship. I had to figure
Okay.
out what was I
So you
doing
sat
wrong.
down after the relationship was over and you asked and you figured out what you did wrong.
Yeah, I had to realize what I was doing because it's like this. It's 50-50. It's not always about the
Do you make room for the possibility that you're not qualified to fix yourself?
You're saying that I need to go to therapist, like
I,
to a therapist.
I don't understand. Okay, how do you, physician, heal thyself? How are you going to fix something while it's going on with you?
I did do that, but I feel like I didn't need
You
it after
you
I
did
heard,
you did do what?
like, you can go through Kaiser and do it, do a
You went
therapy.
to a therapy.
Yeah,
How
but
long
I
did you
didn't do
go?
it that only for a month. It didn't, I mean,
Thank
I
you.
understand her tips.
See, stop right
Hmm.
there. Thank you. I'm gonna say something to you and all women. Y'all don't you guys think y'all think too much of yourselves.
You
You
think I
mean
think too much of
I
myself,
said,
like going,
well,
oh,
listen,
okay. You're
listen.
saying women. Okay.
Yes, you're not the professional.
Hmm.
You have issues. We all have issues.
Of
But
course.
yet you wouldn't sit down with somebody in less than a month of talking to a trained person and say, well, I'm not doing. I can do it myself. Where else in the world can you do something like that? To where you can sit down with somebody who's trained in something and say, I can do it myself. You don't have the training, you don't have the patient history, you don't have the
Right.
experience.
Hmm.
Where else can you do something like that?
Nowhere else.
Right.
You
But
have
then
to.
you're going to take it to a human being. You're going to take it to a man and you end up giving him this you that you've been working on.
Hmm.
See, especially in our community, black people, black women in this case, you're far too proud. You don't want to sit down and have somebody tell you about yourself.
No, I understand that I have to allow someone to tell me if I'm doing something
Then
wrong.
why
I
don't you
could
go
take
to another?
prison.
Okay, why don't you go to another therapist then?
Um, I just thought that when I understand what you were saying, because I feel like I already know what I have to work on within myself.
Thank
So
you.
once I
See,
got,
listen how arrogant that sounds.
it sounds arrogant. Once
I
a
feel
person
like I
told me
already
about,
know
well,
what's wrong with me. If you
once she
would,
told me that, that's when I realized, okay, what I need to work on within myself. What
and
am
that
I
make,
saying wrong?
I'm just listening to you.
No, so what I'm trying to, okay,
No,
let
I'm
me
listening. No,
correct
I'm listening
myself.
to you say that
Mhm.
a woman said you have this. Like, oh, okay, I got it now.
No, I'm not saying that now I'm just up to here now. I'm just saying that once I understand, I have to now figure
Why didn't you
out.
stay in therapy?
Um, I just stopped going. It's not. I don't have an excuse to not keep going.
You know, but okay. So you had an issue.
Hmm.
You at least decided to go, and you did what so many women do. So many, especially so many black women do. You quit,
Yeah, I
and then
should
you wonder
never
why
did
stuff
that.
doesn't work. That'd be like going to a personal trainer and he's saying, "Okay, uh, here's a workout plan. Oh, okay, I got it from here. Bye bye."
Yeah, it sounds really stupid to do. So I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong at all.
And my point is,
To go
you,
back.
my point is, there's a man on the other end of you eventually,
Right.
and if you haven't done the work, you're going to end up likely repeating the same problems
Because I didn't fully heal and
because you
finish
didn't,
the process.
you haven't done the work.
Okay.
That's it. All
So
right,
what do you
appreciate.
recommend
I recommend you go sit down with a therapist,
and how long?
it depends on what the animating issues are. As long as there's nothing clinical,
Uh-huh.
but usually at least 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
At
And
least,
I'll,
and if you, that means if you go every other week or 3 times a month. But most people switch
mhm.
therapists, and like there are people who will either go 2 or 3 sessions and stop going.
Mhm.
You can't get through anything
Within a month.
because here's the thing: you'll get through one part of it, and then you'll start the issues that are really animating the real issues are much deeper.
Yeah.
You're just scratching the surface. It's like anything else. So appreciate it. Thank
Thank
you.
you.